Hey YouTube, your girl is back. Your girl is back with another YouTube video. I see some people checked in early. Hey Angela Brooks. Hey D Brown. Hey. Your girl Night Anta J is back with another video. I've missed y'all. Y'all know I go ghost and come back and go ghost and come back. So I'm back, honey, okay? If you are listening to my beautiful voice and you are not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn those post notifications on. That way, you'll be notified every single time I post. And we are going to get into some things tonight. We are going to get into some things, honey. I'm not going to keep you all long. I'm just going to be here for a little while. Um, I know that usually on Mondays it's a busy day on YouTube, so everybody be live. So, like I said, I won't be on here for long. I just wanted to weigh in with my people because I have not been here. So, if you are listening to my beautiful voice and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and speak when you come in. Say hello, so I know that you are watching and that we're gonna get into some things. We are going to get into some things, honey. Hey, Guyanese. Hey. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. All righty. Whew. Let me get situated here. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Monday night. So we are gonna get started. Hey, Druminati Avenue. Hey. Thank you for watching. Hey, come on in. Come on in. Speak on your way in and hit that thumbs up button. All right, so let's get into it, you guys. I ain't want to keep y'all too long, but I just wanted to come weigh in on what's going on these YouTube streets. It's always something new every day, baby. Okay, every time you look up, it is some new drama. It is some new people beefing. It's a new argument. It's just always something going on. So I just wanted to come and give my perspective. I do want to offer a disclaimer as well. This is another one of those lives, kind of like similar to what I did when Latrice and Tanya fell out, trying to just give like a neutral stance and a neutral opinion and just kind of being the voice of reason. Because some of the people that I talk about today and the drama they have going on are people who I've openly supported their channels. They've always been nice to me. So there is going to be some constructive criticism given, but baby, let me go ahead and give disclaimer, baby. I ain't finna get into the field with nobody, okay? I'm just here to give my I'm finna give my commentary and move on. But I will be giving, my perspective on everything that has been transpiring lately. And it's no hard feelings, it's nothing of that nature. It's just me coming from like a neutral standpoint, not even a neutral standpoint, just like a fair standpoint of someone who is frequently talked about this topic multiple times. So last time we were all together, last time we were all together, we talked about Roz and Sharita, honey. They had the big falling out, and baby, that went on and on for days and days as usual. Roz and Sharita continued to go at it. They continued to slander each other, talk about each other's children. Sharita ended up exposing more information about Roz, talking about the dysfunction that goes on in her household, accusing her children of having their own dysfunction, and it was just a hot mess. So that went on for days and days. I saw it. I was gonna go live at that time, but I'm like, you know what? It's pretty much redundant. They they continue to go at it over and over again. But more recently, in lieu of Ross and Sharita continuing to go at each other's necks over and over again, I like I said, I don't watch these people's channels frequently, so I don't know exactly what page it transpired on. But more recently, the topic that has everybody hot and bothered and has everybody up in a frenzy is Roz actually made amends with Chase dishing out local tea. And they apologized to each other. They were on the same panel, and that kind of stirred up an uproar because there were some mixed reviews about it. Some people felt like it wasn't genuine. Some people felt like, oh my God, what's going on? So I am here to give my perspective on that. Now, what I will say, and if you're coming in, say hello, let me know that you're listening, hit that thumbs up button. But yes, so my perspective on Roz and Chase apologizing to each other and burying the hatchet. At this point, Roz has forgiven every single person who has dogged her ass out and talked about her and drug her way worse than Latrice ever has. So that is the only confusing part about it. Here's the thing. We're all adults, and I there is nothing wrong with people deciding that, hey, I no longer want a feud. Like I said, Chase, when she had her old page, she shouted me out before. Hey, Rudy MSL. Hey, hey, hey. But yeah, and she's always been really nice to me anytime that I participate in her chat. She once, really went hard for Latrice and was taking the same stance that a lot of us took, just defending her and going after Roz. And I don't know where the shift came from. I think that maybe Latrice put a bad taste in her mouth and a lot of people's mouth when she came out. And I think she kind of accused a lot of people of clout chasing who were defending her. So I think that, like I said, I don't follow all this religiously, but I think that may have put a bad taste in some people that used to support Trees and used to have their platform surrounded by supporting her. I think that put a bad taste in their mouth, and that caused a lot of them to kind of fall back or be upset or whatever. So now it seems that Chase, is no longer speaking in support of Latrice. And here's the thing. That's fine, right? People can choose to support or not support whoever they want to. So I'm not the supporter police. I'm not here. Hey, Jalise Dickens. Hey, hey, hey. But yeah, I'm not here to police who supports who, whatever. That's not my thing, right? So when it came to her, I guess no longer supporting Trees or whatever, that that part is like, that's her prerogative, right? However, when it comes to her and Roz apologizing to each other and people having a negative reaction to that, I can't sit up here and be a hypocrite and say that I can't see where those other people would come from when they kind of question that. One person who spoke out about it was, the nice young lady. Yep, it's me. That's the one who Roz accused of me being her, and she told a lie saying we was the same person. But she spoke out about it, and she was kind of like, wait a damn minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this apologizing is going on, but ain't nobody gonna apologize to these kids. Ain't nobody gonna apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to getting justice for the kids? What's going on here? So she spoke out and she kind of voiced, her perspective on how she didn't feel like it was genuine for them. Hey, who Kim? Hey, hey, hey. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. But yeah, she spoke out and she kind of voiced her concerns or whatever, and that sparked a domino effect of a lot, Chase clapping back, kind of attacking her, and them just going back and forth. And a lot of people feeling like, some people on one side are feeling like, if Roz and Chase want to apologize to each other and bear the hatchet and move forward, why not? We're adults, we're women, we should be supporting each other. And some people feel like, it's not genuine, and both of them have a motive. And like I said, from just coming from a fair perspective, I can totally understand why people will raise their eyebrows, because this is the thing. There is nothing wrong with burying the hatchet and moving forward and deciding not to bash and degrade each other. There's nothing wrong with that. But my question for Ross would be, ma'am, you have literally made up with every single, not and really not every, I'm not gonna say every single, let me speak correctly. You have made up with multiple people, several people who have spoken ill on you, who had you on here crying, who don't spoke on your deceased son. You have buried the hatchet. Not only did you bury the hatchet and forgive these people, now you want to link up and form alliances with these people. We saw this happen when you forgave DJ, you was over there with her, y'all was butted, and y'all fell out again. So it's just a continuous cycle. And my question would be, if you can forgive people who have spoke on your deceased son and who have went in on you and had you on here in tears, and at the time you was out here putting out evil into the atmosphere, so you deserve the lashing that you got. I'm not, I'm gonna be very honest about that. But if you can forgive these people who spoke just as ill about you and who talked just as nasty and low out and dirty about you and went in on you, your whole family, and drug you and ripped you a new one, then why in the hell are we still dragging trees? That is my only question. That is my only question. If everybody is going to kumbaya, if everybody is going to stand for, moving forward and empowering each other and letting bygones be bygones, then why in the hell won't everyone just really move on? Like, if we're going to move on, let's just really move on. I think that the people who are questioning the motives is not that they're being hateful, or they want to see the mess going, or that they just have this dying hate for Ross. It's literally doesn't make any sense. It's very much so hypocritical and contradictory, because on one hand we had Ross sitting on the edge of her sofa crying her eyes out, pissed off, putting hits out on Chase. And now then you turn your and then in the blink of an eye, when the dust settles, you say, oh well, I apologize. And no, ma'am. And this is the thing, there is nothing wrong with apologizing and righting your wrongs. But if you can extend that same grace to people who have spoken on your deceased sons, just as you accuse Treese of doing, then what is the point of still attacking Treese? That's my only viewpoint on it. If everybody gonna make up and everybody gonna kumbaya and everybody gonna band together in the name of sisterhood, then why can't we really be sisterly? Why can't we really be positive? Because that's and so the people who are questioning it or have something to say about it, it's not that they're being messy, it's not that they're being dramified, but that is a legitimate question. Is this a genuine link up, or is there an ulterior motive? And that I can't sit back here, even though I have nothing against anybody involved except for Ross, because he has lied on me and I ain't gonna let that go. But I have nothing against, anything, anyone else involved with the exception of Ross. It's not even that I have anything against her, because I don't know her, right? She just told a lie on me. I don't respect her. But it's just it's a legitimate question to ask. As LeBrook says, amen. And so she is jealous of Trees. Definitely. That is very much so obvious. Hey, Von75. Hey, hey, hey. Because I'm like, you're Roz. When it comes to Roz, you are around here literally making amends with everybody. You're up here, you did the same thing with Coco and Lele. You forgave them. You used to go in on them. You forgave them. You all linked up. You did the same thing with DJ. You forgave One Man Band. You forgave a lot of people who spoke very ill on you, and you agreed to move forward. And you even visited these people's channels and supported them. So if you can dust the dirt off your shoulder, hey, in Florida, hey, 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 Tanisha, hey. But yeah, if you can dust the dirt off your shoulders, and if you can, um, move forward and understand that, hey, we're all strangers on the internet, and hey, we don't know each other, so we shouldn't be cutting this deep, and it's nothing, and it's bygones be bygones, then why are we now, and from what I'm observing, it's like, okay, I'm gonna forgive all these people who talked about my deceased son, who drugged me and my family, even though I said that's the reason why that I'm continuously going after Treese. But I'm gonna forgive other people for this same thing, and then we're gonna link up and talk about Treese. That is the part that I don't get, and that's just me, and that's just me, honestly speaking. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that is kind of questionable, and it's like, you know, the same thing with her and Sharita fell out. It's kind of like, then you see the group of people, overgrown women, who just the other day y'all was screaming, we love Sharita, we love her, she's our sister. And then as soon as your leader tells you to turn it off and not support her, that's what you do. So it's giving very much nobody has a mind of their own. It's giving very much everybody gonna change with the wind. It's giving very much, this is not adult like behavior. This is very high school cliquish, cult-ish behavior. And it's giving very much, if no one has the maturity to kind of stand in what they feel and stand for something, if everybody's just gonna sway depending on what is popular to do at the time, then why are we still putting the focus on bashing a content creator who we all created, well, and not for me, because I defend other people on my platform as well. But why is everybody still focused on this one content creator who has nothing to who originally had nothing to do with any of this? Like, why can't everyone say, okay, well, if we can forgive each other, hey, Reese D, hey, hey, hey. But yeah, if we can forgive each other for all these nasty things, I'm talking about people were doxing each other. Innocent people got doxed. I mean, this wasn't just like a regular internet beef. This was a beef that went on and on. Innocent people were drug into it. Information was leaked on the wrong people. Their business page were affected. If we're gonna forget all of that and put that beneath us and move forward in light and love, then why can't we extend that same grace and mercy to someone who's literally over here doing her content, minding her own business? That is the part that is baffling to me. That's just what it is. All right. D Brown says Rita coming back live. She said she got something to say. Everybody gonna want to hear. Child, yeah, I seen a few people live. That's why I'm not gonna be on here long because I know it's probably gonna be some more drama and um everybody's going to want to tune in. But that was just my thoughts and opinion on the situation. A lot of people were attacking Yep It's Me, and they were going in on her for just kind of voicing her concern. But at the end of the day, I feel like her concerns were valid. If now is she more invested than than other people may be? Because like I said, for me personally, I'm not gonna get on here every day going talking about these people because it's the same craziness over and over. So could she be heavily invested? She probably is heavily invested, but at the end of the day, it was cool when everybody else was heavily invested. I mean, we would not have been here if no one was heavily invested. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's kind of like we're chastising. Hey, the real Fifi. Hey, hey, hey. D Brown says, yes, it's hot today. Yeah. Rosalind have a black heart. She is very mean. She is very mean. But it just gets more confusing. Yes, D Brown. That's all I'm saying. If all y'all gonna forgive each other and all y'all gonna let bygones be bygones, then why the hell are we talking about Trees? And then it kind of makes what Trees said true because back when Trees was saying that people, hey the Charlies, hey, hey, hey. But yeah, back when Trees was saying that some people that were defending her were clout chasing. And back when she was kind of chastising people who were defending her, I really didn't understand where she was coming from because I'm like, Trees, these people are, they're defending you. You know what I'm saying? Why are you kind of chastising them? But now I can kind of understand where she's coming from is because it kind of gives everyone just wants something to argue about because what are we arguing about at this point? Like what are we clearly nobody's going to stand firm in their original reason for coming to this platform on this particular topic. So what the hell is everybody still going at it for? That's the part that is confusing to me. You know. The real Fifi says, nah, I like to meet up and fight. I refuse to argue with anybody I don't know, especially on the app. Okay. Okay. Say it again, the real Fifi, baby. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like it should have never gotten this far anyway. We're all here because people could not respect a difference of opinion. Everyone wanted to gang up on one popular content creator, and other people just came to try to be the voice of reason and try to, have that person's back. And from there, it became all of this chaos and all this fighting and arguing and doxing and disrespect for no reason. And it all stemmed from some one side of the field trying to be bullies, and the other side of the field, people like myself, just trying to bring some positivity and light and give that person some words of encouragement and let that particular content creator know that hey, you're not in this alone. You have people who are going to stick up for you and speak up for you. That's all it was. And it never had to get this far. And so it's kind of like the same. It's and for me, it's like, with Ross, it's kind of like you will sit up here and you will forgive every single person who has had something so nasty and negative to say about you. And at the time they were saying it, it could have been well warranted because you were out here spewing hate and evilness. But you have all this forgiveness in your heart for all these strangers, but the one stranger who you should be, not even forgiven because she didn't even do anything to you. But the one person who you should be burying the hatchet with and apologizing to is Treese. Because at the end of the day, she did nothing to you either. You didn't know her from a can of paint. You started doing commentary on her life and you took it too far. You started talking about her children and antagonizing her. So if you don't have an apology in your heart for that, how the hell can you muster up apology for anything else? That's just the part that just doesn't make sense. And like I said, going back to when Latrice was accusing a lot of people of clout chasing who were defending her, I didn't understand where she was coming from back then, because I'm like, Treese, these people are taking up for you. They're defending you. Why are you getting upset? That's what I was thinking in my head. But now I kind of see what she's talking about, because now that we're here, damn, 2 years later, it's kind of like, now you have people who once stood firm on, hey, I don't stand for people talking about children. I don't stand for people bullying people. I don't stand for this type of foolishness. And just because maybe Trees has put a bad taste in their mouth, now that tune is changed, which that's fine. You can choose to not support someone after you once supported them. That's cool. But then going to link up with someone who you've had hateful, nasty, knockdown, drag out arguments with, and forgiving that person, and then saying that, hey, now we're going to band together to bash this person who we started. We wouldn't have a problem if I wasn't trying to defend this person, but now that me and this person probably are on the same page, I'm gonna link up with you and bash that person. I don't care who it is. I just don't stand for that. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. People can do what they want with their platforms, but that's not that's hypocritical behavior, because it gives off the vibes of, does anybody on this platform really stand for anything, or is everybody just going to change the narrative every time somebody make them mad? Like, I'm the type of person, I don't believe in people getting on here talking about people kids. I don't give a damn. Keep your opinion to yourself, right? So that's what I stand on. I don't give a damn if Ross come over here right now and apologize for lying on me right now. I'm never going to go to her platform and support the bullshit that she do. And I'm never going to support her bashing Trees. I don't give a damn if she come over here and say, you know what, nah, I told a bold-faced lie on you. I told people that you had a fake page and y'all know damn well you don't. So I apologize. She can do that. She very well can. But I will never support her bashing Trees ever in life. You know what I'm saying? Because I stand on the fact that no innocent person who's minding their business should be antagonized and attacked for living their life in a way that's not harming anyone else. And I stand firm on that. That is not going to change because someone issued me an apology, or because the person who I once supported, I may not support them anymore. Even if I watch Trees content and I say, you know what, this ain't for me, I can't support it anymore, I'm still not going to stand for some absolute bullshit that I once stood against. And it seems like it is not just with, her and Chase apologizing to each other, but with a lot of the major arguments and a lot of the major fallouts. It's the same thing with her and Coco and Lele and her and Sharita. It's like all of these major audiences, they change the narrative based on who they support, instead of standing firm in what's right and what's wrong to them. And that is the part that is like, well, if you all will change your opinion and your narrative so quickly, just because she snapped her fingers and decided one day she didn't want to beef with whoever anymore, then are you all going to have that same energy if she comes on here and say, hey, you guys, I no longer want to talk about Trees. I apologize for all the nasty things I said about her and her children. I should have never done that. We're moving on. Will you all keep that same energy then? Because you should. D Brown says, hey, Bernadette Baker. But D Brown says, everything Tree says, come play. Yeah, because it does give clout chasing, because it gives, okay, so at this point, does everyone just want to come on here and argue about something? Because what are we talking about at this point? I thought this all originated as, hey, there is a innocent content creator who is just trying to live her life and produce her content, and she's being attacked, and she's having people put out nasty rumors, and her children are being talked about like a dog on a daily, and it's not right. That's how this all started. How the hell it turned into all this extra is beyond me. You know what I'm saying? It says the real fee says that penguin ain't gonna never stop mentioning Trees. She need the YouTube checks, right? And it's kind of like, Trees. She said it. It's all about the money and it's all about the clout, because there is no way that you are, and this is this for Roz. There is no way that you have forgiven 5 or 6 people who have said just as much mean shit about your kids, including your deceased son, there is no way that you're uttering forgiveness to them, but you want to keep on going in on trees. There is no way. See, at first your excuse was, oh, well, she talked about my son, that so I'm not gonna stop. Well, no, now you've forgiven several people that talked about your son and talked about you and laughed in your face and all that, talked about your mama, had you on here crying, had you on here upset, had you on here want to put out hits, everything. And you let that, and you now not only are you forgiven, but you're linking up and supporting. So why are you still talking about this woman who it was minding her own business and never came for you first until you came for her? That is my biggest question. So it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. Jaleesa says thumbs up the live. Yes, thumbs it up. The Charlotte says neither will I ever support her or no one. Right. Like, I don't give a damn if Roz come over here right now and give me an apology for her or her child for telling lies on me, which they did. I do not support the shit you stand for. You know what I'm saying? You can apologize all day, but I'm not going to support that bullshit because it's bullshit is what it is. It's a whole bunch of contradicting, it's a whole bunch of lying, it's a whole bunch of bullying, it's a whole bunch of nothing. It's nothing to support. You don't stand for anything. You have a platform full of women who all bond over hating one particular person when your shit is not even all the way together. You will literally latch onto and link up with anybody who has anything nasty or negative to say about this woman. And then when they turn around and burn you and talk about you just the same way they talked about Latrice, you want us to believe they're a terrible person. Well, they weren't a terrible, untrustworthy person when you were promoting them on your platform. You put them on your platform and you put them out here and you wanted us to trust them and believe them. When they were out here putting nasty rumors out on your platform, you wanted us to trust their word. You wanted us to trust everything they were saying. So now that the rabbit got the gun, now that this person has turned on you, now we're supposed to pick up and listen to you. No, clearly your judgment is off. Clearly your moral compass is off. Clearly you need help. Okay, because none of this shit is making sense at this point. And that's just my opinion. Like I said, this is not to get out in the field and to rumble, because I'm not the type of content creator. I'm gonna say what I say and I'm move on from it, because at the end of the day, people are entitled to feel how they want to feel and entitled to have their opinion. But you can't get mad at those of us who are still standing firm on what we started our platforms for, and that was to stand firm against someone harassing and attacking someone for no reason. And that's the narrative that I'm going to keep up with. I don't give a damn what transpired. At the end of the day, I will never stand for or stand beside somebody sitting over here talking about kids, they mama like a dog every day, and the person doesn't know the person they're talking about from a can of paint. I will never stand beside some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody deserves that. If I'm a content creator and I'm minding my business and I'm getting out the mud and I'm putting people in my business because this is my job, and I'm giving you all content to react off of, and then you take that and then you turn that into a hate train and you turn that into attack on me, my character, my children. You're putting rumors out here that could negatively affect me from doing business. You're putting things out here that are very defamatory, all type of salacious rumors about me, and very nasty, disgusting rumors that you don't know to be a fact at all. And you think I'm gonna stand beside your bullshit? Hell no. So it just, like I said, for me, it's just me being the voice of reason. You cannot be mad at the people who are saying this shit don't look right. You cannot be mad at the people who are saying, yeah, I don't know about this. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you can make up and break up with whoever you want. You can forgive whoever you want. But if you were once a firm believer and you were standing firm for a certain cause, people are going to question when you become in cahoots with this very same person who you once spoke out against. That's all. And that's not, there's nothing wrong with that. And so the people who may question that, they're not being shady, they're not being nasty, they are asking a legitimate question, because at the end of the day, she was correct when Yep me what she said. Where is the goddamn apology for the kids? Where is it? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody apologizing around here. Everybody's sisterly and sorry. So why can't Roz be woman enough to get on her platform and say, "Hey, you know what? This is, I am turning over a new leaf. I want to be positive. I want to forgive those who've spoken against me and my children and my son. And I also want to, say I do apologize to Trees if in any way, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say that I disagree with that perspective. If you can be Roz, if you can be around here apologizing to everybody else, making, burying the hatchet, putting bygones to be bygones with other people, then why the hell can't you do the same for someone who you never met, you don't know, who didn't do a goddamn thing to you? She didn't come on here attacking you. She didn't come on here come at your neck. You came for her and she came back for you. And so if you got all this sense and you got all this empathy and you got all this willpower to apologize to everybody else, you're missing the main person who needs an apology from you. Period. And she don't even need it, but that if you're going to be apologizing, you need to start there. That's just my opinion on it. You know. But like I said, I didn't want to keep you all long. That was just my perspective. I know there are a lot of other people live right now, so I'm not going to be on here long, but that's just my 2 cents about it. Like I said, I still have nothing against, the people who have now chosen to, um, I guess link up with Ross. I guess that's what you want to do. Do your thing, but I just I don't stand for that type of shit. That's something that you just won't ever see me doing. But I'm not going to get out here into the field and get into it nobody about their decision. We all grown, but at the same time, people who are just trying to still be that voice of reason, trying to still stand for something, they don't deserve to get bashed either. And that's just my perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like no one deserves to get bashed because they are asking a valid question. Why the hell is Roz apologizing now? Why the hell can she apologize to everybody except for the person who she needs to be apologizing to? I think that is a legitimate question. And that's that. But that's all I have to say, you guys. Like I said, I didn't want to keep you all long. Make sure that you thumbs up this live. And thank you all for hanging in here with me tonight. And we will see. We will see how this turns out. And I will see you all in my next video. Love y'all. Good night. Mwah.